I'm going to be taking and reviewing the ZIKZOK tripod and seeing how well it's easy to put that together and like what the quality is for it. Remember, we got it from Amazon. Pretty packed in there, pretty good. Then right away, I believe we have the stand for it, I believe. And pretty nice carrying case for it, if I do say so. Oh, lots of goodies. Another stand, I believe, for the camera. I believe those are the feet for it. Like so. Looks like a handle to be able to move around a little easier than the instructions. There's things falling everywhere. What the heck is this? Oh, warranty card for it. And then a letter to the customer as kind of thank you for buying it. Which is always nice. And there's more. Ah, there's the clicker for it if we don't want to lose that. And some other kind of stand for it. And a handle for it. So that's pretty much how it looks without doing a whole lot to it. But the handle. These are how you can work on extending it, as there's all these little feet on it. That's a pretty good length right there. Probably a good, well, just over height or waist height. Really, let's see, that's a good. Yeah, that's about chest height, I would say. So if you're about 6 feet, you'll have to bend over a little bit. But if you're about 5-ish feet, it should be just about perfect height for you. And then again, they'll just snap right back into place. They're a pretty strong holding clamp. And they feel like they're pretty decent quality. It's made of pretty thick material for metal. Has a nice grip with the branding on it. Overall, feels like a good piece of equipment. It took me a second to kind of understand, but with the diagram, it kind of shows how to put it together. Is not the most able to understand super simply, but from what I understand, you take the biggest piece, and it looks super confusing because you're able to move it around a bunch. But you take the main screw on the bottom, should be able to move this up, I believe. Maybe not. At least I know this part screws in here. And then the dial on the side is your height and like what way you want your camera facing for that way. You got a knob on this side. And you loosen. Still that way. I wonder if you take it completely out. And that's for this way. So you can spin it all the way 360, up and down, and you have another direction you can spin it. So it should be able to get just about any direction you kind of want it, or any way you kind of want it facing for the camera. And then once you have it in spot, you just tighten back in place. So then it still moves, it's just not quite as easy to move. And then feet can easily screw in on the bottom. And they feel like they are kind of made with not quite rubber, but like a pretty decently to create friction plastic feet or feet for it. And those screw in right to the holes on the bottom. Little handhold things so you can screw it in, because once these are in, the feet will adjust to whatever ground you put it on. So if the ground's uneven, you can have them in at different angles. So to try and get a clear, even shot, whatever it is. Also, on the very bottom has a hook that while it's set up, you can put weights on the bottom. So if like it's windy or you're scared it's gonna fall over or anything, there's always a hook on the bottom to attach weights to. Let's extend these just a tad. Like I'm setting it up. And that's very, very short for how much leg extension you can do. This is the handle for it, which makes, okay, and then the handle attaches right to this thing under the sideways knob, so you can just make it a little bit smoother for moving it around. I will let you know the washer that comes on this is a little bit loose, so it might come off in the bubble wrap. But that's basically just so when you're moving it around or whatever, you make the motion super smooth. Like I said, there is also a quick release up here on the same side as the handle. I believe that's just to kind of make things more loose. I believe. And it does also take and come with an extra piece up on top to hold the camera if the piece were to break or whatever. And then it does come with this piece too. I believe it's just if you need a different kind of connection for your camera, you can screw that on up here, I believe. I'm not quite sure 100% right as of right now, but I believe that screws in right there. And then you also got the clicker. Oh yeah, actually now that I think about it, yeah, that probably with your cell phone or whatever. If you want to take a video of it, and then it can just slide in sideways, I bet, for your phone. Now that I can see this part moves, it's probably to hold your camera now that I think about it. But yeah, overall, pretty good quality stand. Maybe 3-ish pounds. Pretty durable metal and plastic. Really good length for the legs. And then it comes with a really nice case, which is nice because then you can take and keep everything together. Yeah, overall, pretty good quality stand. I'll put this back down. Just slides back up. There's no kind of lock from what I can tell on this. Oh, there is. You spin this to lock it in place at the very bottom. And then close it back up. Take the handle off, because I don't think it'd fit in the bag like And then you just simply slide it back in the bag. Everything fits right back in the bag. So all you got to do is take it wherever it's needed and record it. Very simple, very light, pretty heavy duty. And that was reviewing the ZIKZOK camera stand. This is a Cooper Fam review, and I hope you enjoyed.